It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. Tonight, it'll be the new...
Bye, Ernie.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA. How it's ended out today. Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game. Clark, when you went up against another great forward in the league, what was your mindset?
One, I wanted to go right at him. I wanted to put him on his heels if I could. And then I also wanted to be attentive to trying to disrupt him and make him uncomfortable, because if you can get a guy off his game a little bit, that can serve you and your team well. So early, I wanted to get off to a good start. Be physical and try to assert my will in the matchup right away.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, Favors is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Irving at the point. Clock at 6. Westbrook double team. Here's Millsap. And that one hits back iron. Orlando on D. It's a three-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team. Yeah, you chronicle the career of Trevor Ariza. You know, he came into the league primarily as a slasher and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job reinventing his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
Used the screen and took it all the way.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Yeah, awesome watching Westbrook drain the three ball there. He just needs to focus on being a little more efficient from downtown.
And that one's good, Irving.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Favors with the screen. Drummond with a screen on Westbrook. Irving kicks to Bradley. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 8 points for Avery Bradley.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Westbrook against Irving. A baseline J, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And for the young players on the Magic, how much tougher is it to develop when a team is continually changing their coaching staff?
Well, Kevin, we've seen it. I mean, when you have multiple turnover, particularly in key front office or coaching positions, that's very difficult for the players. It's disorienting. 4 different coaches in the last 3 years. At some point, you have to set your anchor and sail accordingly.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Irving kicks to Bradley. No good on the triple. The Magic trail by 3. Now the feed to Korver. Irving against Westbrook. And it's sent back by Irving. And he gets it back. Here's Millsap. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Iguodala dishes to Irving. Drummond a screen. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the layup. Irving's got his second bucket.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Jordan with the screen on Favors. Millsap, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. So at the end of one quarter of play. And Derek Favors, known for his work ethic, and
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving.
well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man, just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim is really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league. Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Bradley passes to Favors. Drummond with a screen on Korver. Bradley against Korver. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Ariza against Iguodala. Left side, Bradley. And Favors kicks to Bradley. Drummond sets the screen for Bradley. Off the pick. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The shot's good from Westbrook. Mark, if you were coaching a team, you had one shot to win a game on the line. Which player in the league would you want to take that shot?
I like a lot of guys for last shot circumstances. LeBron James is always on my list. Kyrie Irving is at the top of my list. Damian Lillard is a killer. Isaiah Thomas, the little big man, is phenomenal in those kind of late game situations. But I think I'm going to tip my hat to Kyrie Irving. Uncle Drew is my guy.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Westbrook's got 14 points. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Irving dishes to Iguodala. And there's the pass to Drummond. Back to Iguodala. Favors with the screen. Iguodala, the pass to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Drummond with a screen on Jordan. And Bradley gets it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Millsap. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. 5 to shoot. Inside. He's looking for Drummond and finds him.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
We so
Show.
hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. Well, for the Pelicans, Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack.
And that's all we can do for now.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. The Magic trail by 5, so the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Bradley. Andre Drummond is out there with Favors. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Iguodala. And at the 3, the small forward. Irving can't get it to go. Dives for it. Now here's Westbrook, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Westbrook with it. Jordan the screen. Westbrook kicks to Jordan. Back to Westbrook. Lets the 3 fly. Pelicans with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Iguodala. He's off on that one. Good D by Ariza. Magic shooting at a decent 44% clip here. About 1 minute played here in the second half. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Iguodala kicks to Bradley. Back to Iguodala. Launches a 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3. And they're looking for their rhythm right now.
Korver kicks to Jordan. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 4 on the shot clock. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Iguodala's running, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Orlando called for the foul.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
Westbrook dishes to Korver. Back to Westbrook. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Irving passes to Drummond. Bradley kicks to Irving from downtown. Iguodala, no good.
Well, it's surprising that he clunked that one. I mean, especially since the defense was nowhere to be found.
There's the dish to Millsap for the lead. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Millsap's got the lead up to 1 now for the Magic. And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And with the way he attacks the rim and plays with just no abandon, I mean, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself and his team to just do things that few others can, and relentless from the first quarter to the last whistle.
Bradley against Korver. And again, no good by New Orleans. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Drummond with a screen on Korver. Drummond a screen. Irving for three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Millsap a screen. The offensive rebound. Outside Westbrook. Ariza has the open look. Ariza with another miss. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Connects from three-point range. Iguodala's got 5 points so far. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Pelicans lead by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Hey, let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep running.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. They've got Trevor Ariza, Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. This is out there for Orlando. Ariza dishes to Korver. Back to Ariza. He kicks it to Korver. Millsap a screen. Pass to Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Iguodala. Over Ariza. Iguodala, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Korver passes to Westbrook. He dishes it to Jordan. Ariza kicks to Millsap. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Outside Bradley. Favors with the screen. And a wide open look for Irving. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Pelicans. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Westbrook kicks to Jordan. Back to Westbrook. Lets it go from 11, and that one goes long. Pelicans leading by 5. Dishes it to Bradley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Ariza dishes to Millsap. Jordan sets the pick for Millsap. Left side Westbrook. Over Irving. Another miss by Orlando. New Orleans has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Bradley can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 7. Korver with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Korver against Iguodala. Ariza kicks to Westbrook. Takes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. He gets that one. 23 points in the game.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
And stolen by Irving. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Drummond. From the baseline. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And this is why you love Ariza, Kevin. Doesn't shy away from taking and making the big shot.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Irving, pocket 6. Fires for 3. Up again. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Iguodala. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. This win, such a tremendous... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Westbrook was 69. Oh, jeez. Everyone else combined 30 points. Kyle Korver with the Kevin Love stat line. Millsap had 15 boards. DeAndre Jordan had 21 boards. And Ariza with 9 assists. Bradley with 45. Iggy with 24. Irving with 21 and 9 assists. Drummond with 12 and 18. And Favors with 6 and 24. This game was a lot closer than I thought it would be. And I thought it was going to stay high scoring. But that was pretty good.
Left on the shelf.